The last of the Conserv-Energy CFLs has finally failed. There was a whole mess of these in this house when we moved in. They were in almost every single fixture, and a lot of them failed relatively quickly. I think that is largely because they were used in enclosed fixtures, and while this one doesn't explicitly state that it shouldn't be used in an enclosed fixture, generally speaking these should not be used in enclosed fixtures because the ballasts get too hot. So maybe I have another one somewhere in a box, but this was the last one that was in service, and this was here in the studio light. The other day I turned it on and was doing something here on the table, setting up for a video, and it started flickering, and then I made some electrical sounds which were never good to hear, and then some smoke came out, and so I let it sit just to see what would happen, and it ended up just kind of quitting, and that was it. It didn't burst into flames or anything like that. So that's that. This one has failed, and that was the last one that was in service. Now, arguably this may have failed because of the use case in this chandelier here. Up until very recently there was shades on this chandelier, and they kind of went like this over the bulb, and so it entrapped a lot of heat up there at the ballast. Now, I don't know why it never occurred to me to just take those shades off before, because in this particular application the aesthetics of the light is totally irrelevant, but I decided it made sense to take them off because they were just capturing heat and not really serving any other purpose. So I put the shades, well, one of them was broke, and I put it under here. Kind of broken halfway. I feel like it would still be useful if it had like a wall sconce or something, but I guess I should just get rid of that. There's no way to fix it. Anyways, so I put the shades on this ceiling fan because I needed a set of shades for it. Not sure if I like it or not. I like the shades themselves a lot, but they're kind of a bit big for the fan. And then I took the shades that was on this fan, because one of them was broke as well, and I put it on this fan. And this looks really nice, so I'll probably keep it that way. But anyways, back to the fixture here. I decided to take the shades off so that the heat could escape from the top. Now, it's still not really a good use case. CFLs really need to be installed horizontally or with the tube up, because what happened is now all the heat from the tube is going up into the ballast. And that's probably part of why this failed. Some of these, this one included, have a little bit of a vent up there to release the heat, and so when you install it like this, not only is that vent not working, all the heat is going from the tube into the ballast, and that's not any good. So I don't know if these are really just junk or they're all failing because the use cases, probably it's a combination of both, because I've used CFLs, not from this brand, but I've used other CFLs and lamps that mount it like this, and they last for years and years and years. And then you have these, like in some of the enclosed fixtures, that lasted maybe 2 years, which that I know that's definitely a use case induced failure. But anyways, I want to see if we can get into this thing and see what components specifically failed, because I don't think that much heat would have come from the tube itself. I feel like it would have come in down from below. So let's see if we can get this open. There's certainly much easier ways to get it open than this, but these have mercury in them, and so ideally you don't want to just break it open. Although if this doesn't cut open easily, we may just do that anyways. Okay, so here we have the electronics, and something got hot in there. You can see there's a burn mark down in there. I'm not sure exactly what component it was. There does appear to be some smoke on the board there. I don't see anything on the top. Oh no, I do see something on the top. Yeah, whatever that component is right there, looks like it's going to be maybe that black box. I think that may be the culprit of what failed. And I'm sure that was probably a heat-induced failure. I don't know what the purpose of this would have been. It doesn't make any sense. But regardless, that's what happens. So I'm not sure if there's anything worth saving off of this board. What is it? 200 volt capacitors, 22 microfarads. Nah, I think this will just become e-waste, unfortunately. Well, it has to be recycled because there's mercury in it. But so that's that. Another the last Conserv-Energy CFL failure.